Hello, my name is Mrs. Slater from Hall Music Service, and in this video I'm going to talk a little bit about breathing and how to use your air when you are playing your instrument. So the first thing that is always really important is to think about where your air is going. So when you're breathing to play or sing, it's very important that your air goes right down almost to the bottom of your ribs, and you've got to think about it almost going down to your tummy. And the other thing to remember is that you don't need to breathe in slowly, you can just breathe in really quickly. It's a natural instinct to have breath in your body, and if we didn't do that, we would not be here. So it's really important just to remember that your body will just take in a breath, and you've got to just let it do that. So the first exercise, which is always really helpful, is to think about if someone's made you jump and you go, I like that, and if you put your hand on just on your tummy here, or just at the bottom of your ribs, and you do that, you can feel that some muscles in here will expand. And that's because your lungs have filled up with air right at the bottom like that. And the air has gone right down here. And if you can put your hands at your front of your tummy like this, and you put your fingertips together, and then you breathe, you'll see that they should spread out a little bit. So the air has gone right down inside in here. And it also shows you how quickly you can fill up your lungs. So you don't have to go like that. And if we suck air in like that, we tend to tense up here and we tend to move our shoulders high. So when we're breathing, we're thinking about the air going right down here and to be nice and relaxed so that these muscles just open up. You'll also notice, if you do this looking in a mirror, that your shoulders should stay nice and flat. They don't want to be coming up here like that. Because if you do that, it's actually even quite difficult to talk. You can't get your air to come out, and you can't control how the air comes out. And the important thing about playing a wind instrument is that we are controlling the air and how it is released. So when you've had a feel of where the air is going, and you can feel that your body is expanding down here, that means that the air is going to exactly the right place. And what you can then do is just practice breathing that air out. So you can hold it in, and then you can blow it out. And you can see how long you can hold that breath, that blowing the air out. And you'll feel that as you do that, everything will go in again. So it will start to contract. Now, when you're practicing your instrument, so my instrument is the flute, and you're practicing playing long notes, it's a really good idea to choose a nice, easy to play note. So on the flute, a B or an A is always really good. So if I play an A, and when I breathe in, you can see that my body is expanding down there, but my shoulders are staying nice and low. And you can play that note for as long as you can. It's quite good to time yourself, or to look at a second hand on a watch or set a timer and see how long you can actually hold that note on for. The other thing to remember is that it's really useful to get right to the end of that breath, so you've got nothing left and you're squeezing the air out really gradually. When you first start to learn a wind instrument, what tends to happen is that all of that air will come out straight away. So you'll do this, and it will very quickly all come out at once. And what we gradually learn to control is slowly letting that air go. And then trying to keep that sound really, really even. So there are a few things to think about when you're breathing and when you're playing your instrument. So keep your shoulders low and make sure that air goes right down into the top of your tummy.